Welcome everyone. Today I have a mega leveling guide for the Witch and also the Infernalist from level 1 to level 100. Now looking behind me, I have been spending the hours and also days in the past weeks of preparing this guide. And I want to prepare you guys for every step of the way to get your first Witch character or your second Witch character into Infernalist, and how to do your Trial of Ascensions, what can you do on different stages, what are the order of Trial Ascensions, and everything that is related to the characters. I have all the trait filters ready for you guys should you want to use any of those items, and I have them listed and also filtered for cheaper items as well. So we'll have tons of links. And also here we have guides to show you guys at what level can you unlock what particular skill. And this allows you to know when you can get the highest power up for your characters. For example, for the Scepters, at level 78, you can then use plus level 5 minion Scepters. And this will allow you to know what stage you can do what. I'll also be highlighting key changes and also build for you guys along the way, including the gems, including the items, and also the plans to get links of items, which each of the items that is mentioned will have its own filter link. So once you come over to the document, you can see everything that is available, and I'll explain everything to you guys with a variety of different starter guide into the late game guide and how you want to transition in those. And yes, I prepared a lot. I thought about everything related to Witch into Infernalist, and I got you guys covered. I want to teach you guys what to do after level 70, what to do after level 80, after level 90, what are the tips and also methods and so secrets to keep your experience with omens of resurgence, and also ways to reduce the death penalty and also experience penalties. We have tons of guides starting with Act 1 with builds, tips and also advices for different stages of the game, and I have those ordered for you guys, and this way you can follow those as you progress through the map. And here, this is tier 15. So all the way to tier 10 to tier 15, we have a map, we have a build, we have a guide for this. We also have things you should be aware along the way, including getting all your skill points, getting free 4-socket, 3-socket items, and also getting additional goodies that is along the way. So there's a lot of things that you can learn from this video, and I have ordered those in such a way that as you progress through the game, those will become useful for you. Now this particular mega guide is catered towards new players that want to play the Witch character the first time you play Path of Exile 2, or for players who has already played other classes that you want to play Witch into Infernalist as your second character. Both will work for you. So bear with me and also go through the timestamps for each stage of the game. Now coming over to level 1 to level 15. We do have a builder's guide over here, and I have updated the builder's guide with additional variety of skills and also the skill tree to perk for you guys. So you can follow this one, which will be available in the links, and also together along with that, there is a video guide as well. Now because there's a number of guides that is available and a lot of links, I'm recommending coming over to my Majestic portfolio with all the Witch and also Infernalist builds and also guides that is available, and you can go through this. It's also quite easy compared to those. So with level 1 to level 15, you start with Skeleton Warriors, and you have this coming from the base weapon. Your first skill from the uncut gem will be Skeleton Snipers, and later on you will unlock Skeleton Arsoners, and you want to replace the Skeletons with Arsoners when possible. The first uncut Spirit Gem you have, you should be picking Summoning Raging Spirit, and this will allow you to form into the build that is shown over here with Raging Spirit, Firewall and also Flammability. Your Skeleton Arsoners will also shoot projectile through the firewall to deal higher fire damage, and this is by far the fastest adjusted way of leveling for the summoners. Now you can see the gems are linked to all 6 links. You don't have to have all of that, those are just for your reference to see what are the possibilities. Now as we keep going, you can see that here I even have a little screenshot to show you that in order to get your Summoning Raging Spirit, you have to pick the Spirit Gems coming from all gem section. So let me come over to the game and also try to show you guys over here in the game. So let's come over here and let's find a Spirit Gem. Yes, let's find this Spirit Gem. And here, if you're looking for Summoning Raging Spirit, you have to click all gems and then you click Raging Spirit. Notice it is over here. Now, it is depending on the level of your gem and also requires intelligence. So do be aware when you're picking gears, you want to match the required level and also the needed intelligence. So you can't see it on the start, but you can see it as you search for the title of those Summoning Raging Spirit for the new players. Now during this time, as if you're following any of the guide, it is possible to go for double offerings, which allow your minions to do 40% more damage, but this is very optional. As you progress through the game, around level 25, you'll be in around Act 2, and this is when you actually want to consider your first ascension. We do have a guide video to teach you how to find, unlock ascension trials, and also get your Infernalist as soon as you can. There is a hidden boss you want to clear. And yes, for those of you that has cleared Trial of Ascension before, you know those are the keys for those. And we'll talk about this briefly, and how to do Trial 3 and also Trial 4 for the Infernalist. Now, if this is your second character, it is possible for you to buy a trial key and also ascend earlier, because this will allow you to have the Infernal Hound, which will boost your survivability. Now, during this time, what you want to notice is, as you progress through level 1 to 15 to 25, you want to have enough spirit for your summoning ritual spirit, and the rest of the spirit goes to the skeleton arsonist. So as you guys can see over here, the summoning hellhound is free actually. The summoning ritual spirit will cost 40 spirit, and the rest of my spirit will go to the summoning arsonist. And this way, if you unclick this and you click that, you're no longer getting ritual spirit. So you want to reserve at least 30 spirit for the summoning of ritual spirit, because this will give you the highest damage as you follow the links and also the builds. Now over here, I have prepared a list of really good items at the early game for you to progress. If you're new players, you can try to see if you can get those items, but if you're an existing player that has a bit of the spare currency, those items will help you greatly to play through the game. So for example, for this particular unique chest, I have the link ready for you guys. You click on the link and this will take you to the chest. This is a level 5 chest that provides 100 spirit. This will triple your damage in the early game. Similarly, this particular shield will do similar defense and also offense. This shield will give you another 50 spirit with some really good block chances and also chaos resistance you probably don't need in the early game, but this is a really good shield as well. So those are just free damage for the summoners, and there is tons of items I have prepared for you guys. So looking behind me, you can see that I have prepared boots that is filtered, I have prepared amulets with plus minion level, I have prepared scepters, and everything is related. And because I want to cater for both new players and also veteran players, you can see there are multiple links. So if you click on those links, what you're going to discover is those links are filtered by different orbs. So here items are asking for Exalted Orb. This is for players who have more currency. But if you don't have Exalted Orb, you can try to filter for Orb of Transmutation or Orb of Augmentation. You can change the filters over here, and this way you can try to look for things. But of course, I have some preset filters for you guys. So this way, the new players and also existing players can learn to get better items using those pre-made filters. Now, I know there may be a lot of questions in terms of the build and also if there's a video to follow through. On the second part, guys, bear with me. There is a step-by-step guide for each section with a video guide. And also there's ways to teach you how to trade free to play, how to buy items, how to get free items along each stage of the game. So how you want to make use of this shared document is that you come over to the document. Let's say if you want to get a chest upgrade. At the start of the game, you just want spirit, and this only has a spirit filter. But in the future, as you follow our other video guide, what you're going to see is, let's say if you're all the way to mid-game and you're following this guide. If you come over to this guide video, usually in my videos, I have the filters ready for you guys. So let me show you guys over here. Come over to descriptions and you can see some of the key items will be filtered. And I also do recommend coming over to this particular filter. So where are we? So this particular video is when I listed a lot of important filters for you guys. So if you are searching for mid-game and also late-game items, you can come over here and you can see the filters are made for you. So make sure you take use of that. And of course, this will help you greatly to get better items as you progress through the game. Now that we covered the best item and also effects for you to progress through the game, the next thing we can have a look is what to do around level 25 all the way up to level 60. Well, it's actually pretty simple for the spirit summoners. We're getting summoning ritual spirit with firewall and also skeleton arsonist as a main skill. We have build that allows you to auto cast auras if you don't want to be casting this yourself. You'll lose a bit of damage. So during this time, you probably have passed trial 1 already and you're looking towards to do trial 2 and also trial 3. For me personally, trial 2 was pretty easy, but trial 3 is definitely much harder, and this requires to be able to do this after level 72 or even after level 75 or after level 76. Now here I do want to mention there are two types of trial keys. So you can see the trial keys I have highlighted over here. I have passed trial 3 today, thanks to my friends who actually helped me a little bit. So here what you can see is there are keys that is highlighted over here that will tell me this will not give me additional ascendancy skills if I do this trial. So those keys are not useful for me anymore because I need trial 4. And this is the right key for me. What you need to understand is before you do the trials, instead of wasting your time, you need to double check the keys you're going to use. If it shows up like this, that is not good. If it shows up like this, that is good. You can do this, but you want to match the area level. You want to be over the area level, otherwise you take bonus damage for enemies. Now in terms of the order of ascension, I recommend getting the Hellhound, so I'll show you guys over here. I recommend getting the Hellhound, then coming over here towards the maximum life towards spirit. And at the 3rd ascension, you can get this knot, and all of a sudden you get close to 100 free spirit, which is pretty massive. You can see my character now. Now I have over 400 spirit just now. And this is a massive upgrade in survivability or defensiveness or maybe offense, depending which aura you want to run and which curse you want to run. Now as we keep going, I do have some recommendations which I want to show you guys. So over here, while you progress through the game between level 25 all the way to level 60, as you find yourself to become squishier and as you find yourself at risk of dying, you want to find items that provide you with more HP and also more resistance. And yes, those are going to be very important stats along the way because this will be very important for you to stop dying, which will enable you to progress faster. Now in order to have the highest damage and also understand what are the level cap for certain items, here's a small example. So I am using the Scepter as an example over here. You can see Scepters have +1, +2, +3 minion rank, and this will actually give you a massive power boost for your build. Now when can you equip those Scepters? At level 2 or any level you can get the +1, but you have to wait for level 26 for +2 of the Scepter for minion skills. 36 is the next benchmark, then 52, and finally 78. Those are the points you want to look for, and just to show you guys over here, I have a scepter over here that reduces attribute requirement by 30%. This means I can wear this scepter as early as level 72. I am currently level 72 over here. So there are scepters that can allow you to use them earlier, and this can help you progress through the game faster because you have a stronger weapon that is supposed to be high level. Now over here, I do want to skip a little quickly to the links we have at the bottom of the screen. You can see there's a number of builds. I'm recommending going with the Summoning Fire Spirit or Summoning Raging Spirit together with Firewall as soon as you can when you have those unlocked. So you can see some of our previous guide, the first two, does not have Summoning Fire Spirit because I actually didn't know about this during the time. Once you can get Summoning Fire Spirit, you should follow this guide to start off with. But you can follow the previous ones, I still pass the game with those methods. And once you are following this one, the next one is to understand the combos you can run and how to do the aura setup if you don't want to be casting your curses. The next big transition is going to be this one. So this is a big discovery, and this is what I use in the end game or towards mapping. So once you have come over to the yellow ones, come over to the green ones, and then you can come over to the tier 15 ones to see what you want to plan for the late game. And those are some of the important transitional builds you can be following because there's a video for it, and the video will take you to the builder's guide with lots of explanations. So coming back to the notes over here, remember that I mentioned that you want to get to the green ones because that is the build I start up with and the build I'm using. Now, how do you get to that build is with those two crucial items. You can be buying those items by clicking the links over here. Yes, everything's automated to allow you guys to have the best experience for the summoners. And once you buy those items and once you get the build going, this allows you to transitioning into this build around level 65. And then finally, you can follow a variety of different builds that was listed below, and this allow you to go all the way to tier 15 without any problems. Now as we keep going, you can see I do have additional nodes for level 70 and also beyond to level 80 and also level 90. One thing you want to notice at level 70 is that your character will start to lose experience if you die. This is the starting of the experience penalty. You also want to realize that you want to avoid maps that is 5 levels lower than your character, because the experience penalty you gain from the monsters is massive. If you're level 71 doing a level 65 map, you're not getting much experience. And as you keep going, if you're following a build, you should have no problem after level 70 or even after level 65. And if you do find yourself to be dying, make sure you follow the guides like over here. So what I do recommend is this is a really good guide. After level 65, you want to follow this method. It also provides trade filters for items you can get for super cheap to get you all 75 resistance, which will help you stop dying and also start beating all the content. Now during this time, if you guys are short on currencies, you can use this method. Hopefully that's not nerfed by the time you watch this video. You can also use this method to refund skill points for cheaper, and also use this method to farm more gold in the game. Yes, I have everything covered for you guys, and if you want to be trading with players, make sure you watch this video because I just got scammed today, which is really sad. Now coming back to our notes. So after level 70, level 80 shouldn't be a problem for you, and after level 80, things might get a little more difficult. Some of my friends who are much higher level have given me some tips, and one of the tips is consider playing the Trial of Ascension. So those trial keys can also be used for experience. Now I haven't confirmed this myself, but what they have said is, in those trials, you actually don't lose experience when you die. So this way, you are protecting your experience because the experience penalty is massive in the late game. Now while playing the game, if you find yourself to becoming stronger, you can try to do maps that is higher level than you. Monsters will do more damage than you, but at this time, you can be buying keystones on maps and then find the mods that provide you with more experience. There are also certain maps on the map that provides over 400-500% experience, and you want to make use of those to gain the most experience in the game. And finally guys, at level 90, things get super hard. The experience penalty is so extreme that some players don't even make it to level 95. So some of my friends who are level 92, level 93 have recommended using this particular omen. You can use a different omen, and those things are hidden cheat codes that allows you to evade death. This item costs about 2 to 3 exalt. Upon dying, what those players are saying beyond level 90 is that they waste 1 to 2 hours of experience. And this item, when you're about to die, you'll recover back to full life. This is a must-have for hardcore players or players who want to keep the experience after level 90. Now finally, let's go through briefly of the orders of videos. You can see the builds over here. If you just want to watch a few videos, watch the 3rd one, the 6th one, and the 8th one. But if you want to watch things step by step, the starting part are not bad. The first one will teach you how to defeat the boss, especially for new players. You should watch most of those videos. If you're veteran players, you can go with 3, 6, and 9, and then go to the final build, which is today's build. It is very powerful. And over here, I have also listed and also filtered for you guys the endgame items for today's build. So if you come over to this video, what you're going to see is we do have additional filters that is available for you to click. And once you click onto those filters, you can see this will take you to the items which will help you to become stronger, which are quite important. Now over here, on top of the build guides, I also have other guides who allow you to get even better with the mechanics, which allows you to combine your characters and also units for more combos. And also, as we said earlier, the filters that allows you to look for the endgame items. At the same time, as you play Act 1 to Act 16, you should have the checklist over here, which will give you tons of free skill points that you don't want to avoid because you have to come back for those, and also permanent stats for each of the characters. If you're a new player, if you're veteran players, you can be getting free 4 link gems and also very cheap 5 link gems, which will greatly progress your game and also make your character stronger. So make sure you understand those two. This will help you a lot and save a lot of time. If you're not sure how to trade, this video will teach you how to trade with other players, and this video will teach you how to not get scammed like me. I have saved a lot of friends after I get scammed. They have avoided getting scammed because I made this video. Now, this is a big one. Currently, this method works, and I have friends who are making 10 to 15 exalt. What is the difference between this is that they're running items with increased rarity up to 150% increased rarity, who allows them to get close to 50 exalt per hour. And you just have to fight Act 2 and also Act 4 Elite, which is only at like level 20 or level 50. So this is a good video for anyone that need more currency. And over here, as you change your skill points, you want to learn this because this will save you a lot of gold, together with this important video to help you stop dying in the game. And this video will teach you how to get a lot of gold, together with how to buy the keystones. Because the keystones can allow you to progress the game faster, if you want to be buying the keystones, you should learn to use those filters and also buy the keystones to become stronger. because in the game, as you progress, sometimes you will run out of keystones, and this is a really good way to go for those as you progress through the game. Now, hopefully you guys found this video helpful. I definitely deserve a like and a good comment, right? You should subscribe for more future content. I plan to do for every class, every ascension for Path of Exile 2, a mega guide like this. After I play the character, understand the character, everything all the way up to level 100, I'll make a guide video. Everything that was mentioned, all the links you see over here will be included in the video. So you're not going to miss out. And everything will be made so that you'll be able to save time and also have the best time in learning and also playing the Witch Infernalist Summoner for Path of Exile 2. Now before we finish, if you guys haven't subscribed, this is a really good time to do so because I'll be looking into the latest Path of Exile 2 news on different communities and also on our official forum, official webpage. I'll also be looking into the best build for each of the class as the meta develops with the Chinese and also the English community. So stay tuned for the latest update and also guides for Path of Exile 2. And of course, this is going to be a big month for us. And I'll try to bring you guys all of the latest content and also guides for Path of Exile 2 to come.